So, originally, I was going to do this in one part for the Destiny 2 Forsaken review, but I'm going to actually do it in two areas. So, the Forsaken Shore and the Dreaming City. Right now, this DLC actually blows the other two out of the water. The one, Forsaken Shore, is already way better than both, in my opinion, Warmind and Curse of Osiris right now. The story itself blew them out of the water. I felt like I played an entire Destiny 2 campaign again, just with the Forsaken Shore, not even touching the Dreaming City. It was awesome. And apparently, I got a lot to do still when it comes to like the story-wise through the Dreaming Shore. Story, quest, the zone itself is awesome, but I'm going to leave Dreaming City for later. Forsaken Shore, getting into it, it is really damn cool. Okay, that story was awesome. Hunting all the bounty hunters, and then from there going in to kill a, spoiler alert by the way, corrupted, Forsaken or Awoken dude. I can't remember his name because I'm terrible with names, but the brother of the last game's, the Queen's brother. And going and hunting him for killing Cade was one of the most satisfying things that I've done in Destiny in a long time. And that's referring to story-wise. It was fantastically put together. Every single time you went and hunt one of these guys, one of the 7 Barons, each one of those boss fights felt like a strike fight. Like, each one of those boss fights felt really good. Probably my favorite one. And mind you, if you do this with a lot of power, like if your power is really high and then you go do them, it's going to feel a lot different, okay? It's not going to feel as intense or is like you have to actually look out what you're doing, this and that. But if you go in and you're 500 and like, let's say 540 power level or 500 power level, whenever, I think it's 500 at least to get into this. I could be wrong, but I think it's around there. Then it's gonna feel really good. Like, it felt really damn good going in there at that power level that I was at. And a lot of that stuff scales with you as well. But going in hunting the Barons, it was a great. There's 2 fights that were really cool to me. One was where you go and you kill the Mechanist, where she shoots these missiles that come out of her back like a Spider Queen type thing. It kind of reminds you of like a spider with her eggs on her back, and she shoots all these missiles out at you, which is really cool. And she's huge; she's a giant. And then another one was where we went into you go into a taken like realm, and you go in there, and this Baron has taken control of this realm, and because she was part of the one, because the realm itself is represented in her by their accomplishment, or like the soul or something that they kill. Well, she killed Cade, and that accomplishment made her realm huge. Like, you fought this huge Baron that like the size of it, or like the scope of her size, or his, I can't remember. It just felt big. It felt very impactful. But knowing that knowledge is what made it felt big. So if you do not understand or know the knowledge of any of the story and you skip through it, these fights are probably not going to be as good as they could have been. So you really have to think, okay, what's going on in the story? Why am I doing this? And what am I going to get out of it? And they tell you all 3, but you have to pay attention, right? And just enough. And going through this like, oh, I got to get to end game. No. Take the time, do the story, and listen to what's going on. Please do. Do yourself a favor and at least listen. When it comes to Curse of Osiris, you could have skipped it. You could have skipped through all that. You could have skipped through all of Warmind. It's cool stuff, but it's just not as cool as what you have in Forsaken Shore so far. Hunting down the Barons. So, what do I rate this one? For Destiny in its whole, I give this a solid 8.5. I'll give it an 8.5, okay? I'll give it an 8.5. And let me explain why. This is the best place that Destiny has ever been since I have been playing Destiny, right? Destiny 2, Forsaken, sure, was fantastic, but there's a grindy element to it once you finish up with what you have to get done, right? You'll go back in afterwards, and this is any MMO-ish type game. Oh, it's not an MMO, it's not an MMO. Oh, it's an MMO light is what it is, to be more specific, or an RPG light. MMORPG light. It's the same thing with the Division. It's the same thing with what's the other one? I can't remember right now. But it's an MMO light. Okay. The game itself, fantastic. It's got a little grind going on, and eventually you will exhaust that content. But it has taken me a few weeks to exhaust that. It's a little over a week actually to exhaust that Forsaken Shore content, and I'm still going back and doing little small things, but it's nothing big anymore. So please, guys, do yourself a favor. If you're going to play Destiny 2, listen to the Forsaken. All hunting the Barons, getting Cade, revenge for Cade, and just have a good time with it, And that's part 1, guys. I'm going to go back in and talk about the Dreaming City once I finish up. Once I finish all that content up. The only thing I can say so far with that, beautiful map. Absolutely, it is the best looking map that I've seen so far personally with Destiny. Destiny in general. It's just right next to, I'll tell you what else was really cool, was if you play through Curse of Osiris, there's a spot in Curse of Osiris where you'll go back in time, into this before Vex era, and it is so pretty. In Bungie, once again, and I'm going to literally just, they do such a good job with their environments, it blows my mind. So, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Part 2 will be coming once I finish with the Dreaming City. I don't rush this stuff. I've been doing Iron Banner. Iron Banner's awesome. I got the full set. I'm getting closer. I'm at 588 or something like that power. Or light level, whatever it is. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Comment below if you made it to the end. Thumbs up, thumbs down. It's all up to you. If the content's, what I'm presenting you, isn't what you want, then please tell me how to improve it. Till next time, peace.